Hello Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur Hippie here. Didn't see you there. Welcome to the show. The only psychedelic soccer show on the internet, that is. That's just one of those things that I can't stand when I'm watching TV. And you know, they knock on the door, oh what a surprise, and there's a camera crew filming from the inside. I hope we're all well today. We've got an exciting week of football coming up, folks. Fulham. But before that, let's talk about the international players, International players. We've got a load going off on international duty. We've got a load of people going playing for Wales, Argentina. What an international little group of players we've got. Only one England call up for James Maddison, which is pretty cool, although, you know, Jordan Henderson gets called up. Is it that much of an honour? Obviously not much of an honour enough for Ben White, who's decided, no, I don't want to play football at the top level. I'm a bit scared. I just want to play for Arsenal. So we will be clinching, hoping that our players come back in fine fettle after the break. Timo Werner, no call up for him. Hasn't done quite enough. Hasn't done quite enough to get the German coach's attention, as I am just being swamped by mosquitoes. They're the size of flying horses, which is pretty small because they don't exist. I'm here actually, by the way. People who watch the live streams may have noticed that I do an acknowledgement of country, and this is one of many reasons why. Places like this. This is near me. This is on Wallemettagal land, and where I fish quite often, just over there. People were fishing here 60,000 years ago. It was teeming with people all over the place before it became contested, as they politely say. So that's one of the reasons why I acknowledge the people. You know, the people that have come here and looked after the place before me. Now on to the Fulham game. Fulham game, what can we expect from the Fulham game? Well, you know what would kind of tickle the evil side of my brain would be if Fulham parked the bus and we score 5 goals in the last 5 minutes. I think that'd be kind of cool. We'll give them a few body shots in the first half and then a few knockout punches in the second half. The reason I want that, you know, that'd be cool is because I think people would still then, even though we beat Aston Villa 4-0, we beat Liverpool, Brentford, all Luton Town, all these other teams, they would still say, oh, we struggle to score against teams with a low block. And I'm just wondering what it would take for people to stop saying that. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I think it's quite funny. It just seems to be one of those things. It's like a meme, I believe the kids call it on the internet. If enough people say it, it sounds, oh, well, if everyone's saying it, it must be true. Easy it, bollocks. There's a load of old crap. They don't say it about Liverpool. They don't say it about Man City. You don't see them banging 59 past Sheffield United. Well, maybe you do sometimes, I don't know. But Manchester City, of course, are the masters of game management. So-called best team in the world. They love a bit of time wasting, running to the corner flag. But Fulham are an interesting side. You know, they've had a good bit of run of form recently, but they also have had some terrible results, which overall has plonked them in the bottom half of the table, just below their derby rivals Chelsea. So they're quite matched at the moment, aren't they? I think the Chelsea-Fulham games should be quite an event for their fans. I know the Chelsea especially are jealous of the North London derby. Tough shit, Chelsea. You got Fulham. Maybe in a few years' time, when you go down a division and QPR come up a division, you'll meet each other for a clash, a South West London clash against QPR. That'd be cool, eh? I think we're going to come out hard against Fulham. I think we're on our way up again. We're right getting up to where we were before the Chelsea game, where it all fell off. And there's no reason why we can't get up to that level and surpass it, because up to then we were improving with each game. After our setbacks, of course, as another mosquito takes a pint of blood out my arm. There's no reason to suspect we can't keep on improving. Players are still the players, Ange is still Ange, and I think the confidence is growing. We can see now that a player like Brennan Johnson, who's going to get a Wales call up, could become an important part of the team if he keeps going. If that kid keeps going the way he's going, that's all right by me. If Timo Werner keeps going the way he's going, keeps on improving, Who knows? Maybe that Euro call-up might not be beyond his grasp. Whether he's worth the 15 million buyout fee at the end of the year, jury's out on it for me. You know, don't know yes, don't know no. I can see pros and cons to it, but hey, look, if he bangs in 10 goals or 15 goals or something silly like that, maybe we've got an answer there. Who knows? One of the prospective answers, Valise, seems to be having a bit of a struggle in Seville. Saw an article today where he played 23 minutes and it appears that he's not in the manager's plans over there anymore. How true that is, it's hard to say, isn't it? It could be stuff and nonsense, we don't know. But I think we've got a few options up front. We might need filling it out a bit in the summer. But it's not like we have to rely on Harry Kane anyway. We've got Heung-min Son, who I think is just, I mean, he's just growing from strength to strength, isn't he? He's just growing even more as a leader, as a player. And I think one of the really good things about Sonny last week was I think he takes the pressure off Ange. So when the players came in at half-time, by all accounts, Ange said, just keep doing what you're doing. Now, I think one of the reasons he was able to say that, apart from the fact I thought we played very well, was that he had Johnny on the spot, Son Heung-min, our Captain Glorious, out there, and he could see that Sonny was marshalling the troops up front when he wasn't getting the ball, because Sonny was finding himself in lots of spaces, and he could see where, you know, he's got a football brain, man, as Sonny. So he was organising things, and I think maybe that was part of Ange's message. Keep listening, keep doing what you're doing, i.e. listen to the man with the armband out there. So when you've got a player on the pitch like that, I think it makes the life and the job a little bit easier for the manager. Not that it's ever easy, of course. Now during the week, and I finally saw this just before I came out for this walk to this beautiful place, the Ange invited that kid with Down syndrome that asked him a question in the press conference, or Ange pointed out, say give the lad a microphone. And you know what, Ange is a hell of a guy. He just treats people like people, doesn't he? Kid runs up to him with a big hug. Ange instantly got the vibe of the kid. Just went with it, man. Went with it. Not patronising or anything like that. Just talk to him. Mano e mano. Showed him a photo of him and the kid in his office. So we scored lots of goals, good game. Let's go training. And the kid shouted, yeah, and he goes, yeah, come on. And I don't know, man. It's that common touch that is a commonality, I think, in great leaders, which really we don't have many of those in football, let alone anywhere else in the world. But it is definitely a hallmark. You can speak to a road sweeper exactly the same as you would speak to a duke. That's what life is all about, a bit of equality. Now I mentioned I'm on Wallemettagal land, and I think I finally narrowed it down through a bit of research that I do live on Wallemettagal land. I've also been acknowledging the Camaragal and the Wongal people of the Eora Nation. I think it's just Wallemettagal. There's a bit of obscurity and I don't know, some of the history is a bit not well written, to be honest. But of course all mobs are always welcome to join me and watch these videos and join my streams, as are all people around the world, anywhere, whoever you are. It doesn't matter, does it? Because I think one thing football does shows you we're all the same. Shows you we're all the same. You can see a team from anywhere in the world, and you'll see their fans cheering for goals and crying in defeat, just like everyone else. And I think that's one of the strengths of football. I've said this before, but I think the more we invest our tribal energy into things like football, the less trouble we'll have in the world. It's a good catharsis for that sort of thing. It brings us together and divides us in a silly sort of way with, in the scheme of it, pretty low stakes. But it is important. It is more important than life and death, as Bill Shankly would say. So anyway, folks, I'm going to carry on with my little wander around here. Peace and love, man. Peace and love. Come on, you Spurs.